Returning to simplicity. Dayform Buddha. December 28, 2006. When things reach a certain stage of development, decline inevitably follows. Decay is certain, but transformation requires the right conditions. In all things, beginnings are full of passion. Yet passion is difficult to sustain and gradually settles into calmness, which signifies maturity. A fiery romance cannot last forever, monotony and dullness will inevitably set in. At the start of schooling, enthusiasm runs high. But as time goes on, interest wanes, and the yearning for unrestrained freedom grows stronger. When Christians first enter the faith and attend church services, they may be deeply moved, even to tears. Yet after a year or two, these moments often turn into mere routine. The pursuit of the Tao follows a similar path. At first, one is brimming with excitement, constantly gaining insights and making discoveries. But as the journey deepens, it begins to feel tedious. The thrill of revelation diminishes, doubts multiply, and confusion intensifies. The illusions of the world become more evident, and everything begins to feel meaningless. Interests fade. The further one walks the path of the Tao, the greater the challenges. Obstacles increase, inner conflicts intensify, and psychological imbalances worsen. One feels stuck, unable to advance, yet unwilling to retreat. This is a sign that a qualitative transformation is imminent. At this stage, perseverance becomes essential. Balance must be maintained. After years of practice and cultivation, one may come to realize, the mountains are still the same mountains, and the rivers are still the same rivers. What once felt grand and extraordinary now turns out to be nothing. One sees that they are insignificant and understand nothing at all. Disillusionment sets in. Doubts arise, not only about oneself but also about the teachings. Life begins to feel devoid of meaning. The earth does not operate according to one's will. Everything feels unfamiliar, yet nothing has truly changed. The mystery deepens. It is easy to ascend from simplicity to greatness, but far harder to descend back from greatness to simplicity. Yet, no matter what, we must return to simplicity. The way of life, like the way of the Tao, requires a balance between tension and relaxation, a progression from complexity to simplicity. See the plain, embrace the uncarved block, and return to a childlike state. Forget everything you've learned and begin anew. Return to nature, reconnect with it. Reunite with old friends and talk about the mundane details of daily life. Continue farming, working, running a business, or holding a job. Lower yourself to become an unnoticed blade of grass in the wilderness, unrecognized, unappreciated. Live as children live, live as the most ordinary people live. Lose it all. Be left with nothing. Return to the starting point and be reborn. This rebirth is not through the mother's womb but through the spirit. Once again, return to simplicity in life. Though the mountains remain the same, the scenery is entirely different.